Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So inshallah, I'm going to be sharing a few things about the day of Arafah. The scene of Arafah, is an interesting one. How many of us have been to Hajj? Nobody? Few? Okay. So the scene of Arafah is an interesting one. SubhanAllah, for those that have done Hajj, I'm sure that image is burnt into their mind. SubhanAllah. So there's a couple of hadith I'm going to share and we'll discuss. First one is Abdullah ibn Amr reported, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Verily Allah Almighty boasts to His angels of the pilgrims on the afternoon of the day of Arafah." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bragging. He's telling the angels, look at my worshipers, look at these people that have come to worship me. Look at my servants coming to me, disheveled and dusty. So for those of us that have been through Hajj, know exactly what this looks like. On that day of Arafah when, we're sandy and tired and running on a few hours of sleep, and we're in the desert, we barely have a tent, something to cover our heads. And we are coming there from the ends and the corners of the world to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the image, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bragging about to the angels, telling the angels, how much it pleases Him, basically, to see that His worshippers have come from the end of the world. So Abu Hurairah reported, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the promised day, the guaranteed day, is the day of resurrection. And the witness day is the day of Arafah. So the day that will be witnessed in the sense that everything that's done on that day was definitely going to be brought forth. The sun does not rise or set over a day better than it. In it is a moment in which a believing servant does not supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for good, but that Allah will answer. So on the day of Arafah, there's a period of time that every believer will ask for good, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guarantees its acceptance. As long as our dua, fulfills the other shurut, the conditions of dua, of sincerity, and, even the hadith itself stipulates that you're making dua for something good, right? The good that Allah will answer him, and he does not seek refuge from any evil thing, but that Allah will grant him refuge. So it's also a time of attaining protection, seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Perhaps there's something in our life that we are unable to remove that we definitely have to, and we should, but we're trying and we can't. Arafah is also an opportunity to escape that prison, the prison of that sin. Jabir reported, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, no days are better to Allah than the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. So khalas, these have passed by us now. We lost our chance, right? We lost our chance with the first 10 of Dhul Hijjah. But a man asked Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, are these 10 days better, or time spent waging jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So what's better, the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah or jihad? The Prophet ﷺ said they are better than jihad. And then, no day. So we established that the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, they're top, right? That's like the peak. Those are the best days. And then he goes on to say, no day is better to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the day of Arafah. So this is it. This is the greatest day of the year. The most important day of the year in our ibadah and dua and connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The most important one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends to the lowest heaven. And He boasts to the inhabitants of the heavens. He's telling the beings of the heavens, look at my servants. again, appearing disheveled and dusty. They came from every mountain pass, hoping for my mercy, every corner of this earth, hoping for my mercy. And it's not only talking about the Hujjat, it's also talking about the Muslims that are seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy on that day where they are, truly in every corner of the earth. They do not see my punishment, yet they do not see that on no day are more saved from hellfire than Day of Arafah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bragging to the beings of the heavens and saying, they haven't seen Jahannam before. They don't know that Jahannam exists for sure, other than their belief in what I have told them. They've never seen it. Yet on that day, there is no other day that more are saved from that Jahannam than on that day, from the amount of people seeking the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that day. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, someone asked Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam about fasting on the day of Arafah. So now we'll get into some practical tips, some practical actions we can take for tomorrow. Because we always hear that people are fasting on the day of Arafah, and in general there's a lot of people fasting, but we need to go back and learn why. What reward are we seeking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that we seek a particular reward from Him. Having yaqeen that fulfilling this action, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us this reward. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, talking about the fasting on Arafah, it expiates for the past and coming years. So this is a famous hadith. Let that sink in. Fasting on one day, just one day out of the year, inshallah, I hope to get the edge. Hopefully I encourage at least one or two people, to fast tomorrow. It expiates the sins from the previous year and the one after. And according to another report, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, I ask Allah that it may expiate for the sins of the year that comes before it and the year that comes after it. So this is that narration that is also more well known, that it expiates the year before and the year after. So that's an immense blessing. It's difficult to comprehend. I think it would help for us to go back and review our year, the year that passed, and compare it also to the Arafah that perhaps we fasted last year. And we sit there and think, what did I do this year that needs to be forgiven? What things, did I do that I regret, that I made tawbah for, right? Or that I still need to make tawbah for, that I haven't yet. And then perhaps we may be more encouraged, to achieve, a complete day of fasting on Arafah. And then you take it to the other side, which is expiating sins that you haven't even done yet in the year that comes. So we have an opportunity also to set ourselves up for success for the coming year as well. It's an immense blessing. We have chance after chance after chance, to cleanse ourselves, to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amr ibn Shu'ayb reported, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. So another practical tip, another action. Okay, so pay close attention. The best supplication, the best dhikr, the best dua that is made on the day of Arafah is, the best of it is what was said by myself and the prophets before me. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that he said this on the day of Arafah, and prophets before him also said this. There is no God but Allah alone, la ilaha illallah, without any partners, wahdahu la sharika lah. Unto him belong the dominion and all praise, and he has power over all things. So la ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lah, lahu al-mulk wa lahu al-hamd, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Hopefully, we know this by heart at this point. And if not, it's something that we need to learn by heart tonight. This, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, this is the best supplication on the day of Arafah. So our tongues should be wet with this dhikr tomorrow, especially in the times where we're not making dua. Perhaps we're busy with something, maybe we're cleaning something, or we're working out, or we're driving. Perhaps we're too busy to think about a dua we want to make in particular, with sincerity. If not in the state of dua, then we should be in the state of dhikr, right? With the various adhkar that we have. that their benefit is told to us over and over again. So, inshallah, hopefully we can take a couple of those practical tips and start preparing for Eid, tomorrow, and taking advantage of the opportunities we have for dua tomorrow, between Asr and Maghrib. Taking the opportunities that we have to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tomorrow, inshallah. And just to recap, tomorrow we want to fast, inshallah. None of us are going to miss this opportunity, inshallah. We're making our intention from now, right now. We're thinking in our head right now. Hopefully everyone is thinking, tomorrow I'm going to fast. Tomorrow I'm going to fast, inshallah. And the second thing is making sure that our tongues are wet with the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or you're making dua. Or we're making dua. So we're making dua, or we're in the state of dhikr. Even if we're busy with something, we need to consciously remind ourselves. That's why I'm trying to drive this point home. I'm trying to drill this point home, that we really need to get ourselves in the mindset from now. I mean, now it's too late, but now we have a chance to get ourselves in the mindset that tomorrow is a day of dhikr. Tomorrow is a day I'm going to make more azkar than I have in the past year. Challenge ourselves, right? Let's challenge ourselves and take ourselves to the next level tomorrow, push ourselves. So inshallah ta'ala, we can reap the rewards, reap the benefits of the blessed day that is tomorrow, and answer the call that came from our prophets before us. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's this? Yes. So this is the night of Arafah.